Hello, welcome back to our tutorial. So continuing with our tutorial about CSS. We are going to look at two concepts, and these concepts are very important, and that is unit of measurement in CSS and also color. Sometimes it will be confusing if you don't understand it. So in giving a color, we have four options that you can use to give a color to what you are doing. One is the name. You can write the color name like blue, green, red. You can use that to give a color. Two is RGB. RGB is just red, green, blue. We know our primary colors. So green, blue are the primary colors, which a mixture of these three can give you all kind of colors. So the red RGB is red, green, blue, and it starts from 0 to 225. So when you want to use RGB as a color for your color, you use it this way. RGB, the first number you give is the number for red, second is for green, and the last is for blue. So if you give 225, 255, 00 means all red, because it is red at the highest red. So if you reduce the number, it is a reduced number of red. We'll practice all this so that you see how it works. Yeah, it's just putting it in our code. We have also HEX. HEX is hexadecimal color, and it uses 0 to 25, 0 to 255, or A to F. So you can mix them, you can combine them together. So for example, you want to use it for your color, you use hash, then the two first number is for red, the two second number is for green, and the last is for blue. So it is the same red, green, blue, but it uses in two twos. So if you give 00, 00, that is red, 00, green, you can use you can say green any number, or blue any number. So in HEX you can use 000. You can use a combination of number and alphabets. For example, 0A, B, 5, 2, 2. So this will be a color also, as much as you maintain that it is two digits for each color. The next we use is the HSL. HSL is hue, saturation, and lightness. It uses a color wheel from 0 to 360. So 0 is red, 120 is green, and 240 is blue. So anywhere in between this will give you the color you want. So if you want to write it, you HSL. The first one is red, which you can give 0 or 100% is for green, and 50% is for blue, and that will give you a mixture of color. So you can use any of this way to give color to your website, and that's how to give a color. We'll practice all this so that you see it. The next is our unit of measurement. Unit of measurement in website designing, we have two types of unit of measurement. We have absolute length and relative length. So what is absolute length? Absolute length are those units that are fixed. So the size is fixed. If you put it, is fixed. While relative length are not really fixed. They are relative to something, either to the size of the screen or to the size of the text or the element. So in absolute length, we have things like centimeter, cm. So you can give 10 centimeter or mm, 10 millimeter, or inches or pixels or points or picas. So any of these you can use in giving the length or the width of or the height of what you have in your, or the size of what you have in your website. Why we have relative length? In relative length we have em, which is uh, relative to the elements. In the element, the size of the element. For example, you have a paragraph element. If you still remember our elements, so it is relative to the size of the element. Ex is relative to the x height of the current font. So, but ex is rarely used. Th is relative to the width. Rem is relative to the root element. So, and view w is relative to the width of the viewport. The viewport is the view that you see, the size of the screen. So v minimum or v min is relative to the viewport's smaller dimension, and v max, and then percentage, you can use a percentage. Percentage is also good. So most of our times, as a rule of thumb, there are ones you are advised to use because they are better integrated in the website. Something like percentage is good, view w is good, rem is also good. They are recommended, and absolute lengths are not always the best, but it doesn't mean that you cannot use them. So move back to our website to see how we can implement some of the things we have learned, and see how to use some of these units and color usage.